Hello, and welcome to my lifestyle channel, La Vida de la Reina Creole. I'm Reina Creole, and on this channel, I vlog about the wonderful lifestyle here in the state of Florida. And in this video series, I basically just go to restaurants here in the Orlando area and review them. So basically starting with reviewing the theme park restaurant so far, and in keeping with that, in this video I'm going to be reviewing the restaurant Morimoto Asia, which is a Pan-Asian restaurant located in Disney Springs. But before I get to my review of Morimoto Asia, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And if you do me the privilege of subscribing, please also do me the favor of hitting that notification bell so you can be notified when your girl goes live with fresh, new Florida lifestyle content for you to enjoy. Okay, so with that said, let's go on to the video. Now, as I said, Morimoto Asia is located in Disney Springs. Now, Disney Springs, of course, I call it the strip mall, actually, on Walt Disney World property, and you do not need to pay admission to go into Disney Springs. Disney Springs is completely free to enter and to park at. I have to make that distinction. And the restaurant is basically owned by Iron Chef Masaru Morimoto, yes, of Iron Chef fame. And the restaurant is near the Orange Garage. So parking the Orange Garage, straight down escalators, and basically head towards the area where Chef Art's Homecoming Florida Kitchen is. And Morimoto Asia is actually it's across from there and around the corner from Gideon's Bakehouse. So those of you who are familiar with the lineup early in the morning for Gideon's Bakehouse know that if the line starts to snake around Morimoto Asia, that's pretty much about a 45-minute wait by the time, Gideon's let you in. So this restaurant, I have to say, if you're from the Philly area, it's really going to remind you of Budokan. And that's because of just how ornate the dining room is, in Budokan. It's just a stunning focal point on the inside. The outside looks kind of nondescript, but the inside looks absolutely freaking stunning. Morimoto Asia looks interesting on the outside during the day, looks incredible from the outside at night. However, I got there when it was still daylight, so when you go inside and get seated, the main dining room is absolutely palatial. So you're going to be in for a very, very unique dining experience. A little reminder, Morimoto Asia is not like P.F. Chang's. Okay, P.F. Chang's is a very commercialized, Americanized version of Pan-Asian cuisine. It's not bad, but it's very commercial. Chef Morimoto's restaurant is gourmet cuisine, and that is the difference. So, there are usually two main things that I get when I go to a Pan-Asian restaurant. Usually an appetizer, that's a favorite of mine, and I usually get a main course that is usually spicy to my liking. So at Chef Morimoto's restaurant, at first I was going to go for the edamame. That's one of my favorite go-tos. There's just something about soybeans and the pods with like sea salt on them. I pop those like Skittles. So I like edamame. However, I was going to go get that, but then I saw that they had these like spare ribs that were absolutely delicious. The presentation, gorgeous. You could get like a 6 rib portion as an entree, but I just got the appetizer 3-rib version. So these were basically the Morimoto spare ribs, which I believe was $18 for a 3-rib portion. Again, beautiful presentation, delicious, sweet hoisin sauce, finger licking good. Finger looking good with a kick of spice. So I was glad to swap out my edamame for these particular spare ribs. So for my main meal, I had the Sapporo spicy ramen. Now, if I go to a Pan Asian restaurant, the first thing that I'm going to order to test how good your restaurant is I'm going to order ramen. I've been addicted to ramen, I want to say probably over the past year. Not the ramen that you made in college, where you get like 6 of them for $1 and you put hot water in there and it had like the noodles and like the sauce packet and that. No, that's basically water and salt and stuff. Ramen has a broth that has just been cooked over several hours, and the flavors developed are just amazing. So you have that, and you have like the noodles, and then you have like the meat, and then you have the vegetables, and my favorite, the like hard-boiled egg that goes in there. Delicious. So this Sapporo spicy ramen, which was about $21 $19, a little bit later, $19 that I got, was absolutely delicious. The broth was flavorful, the noodles were not soggy, the meat that was in there was tender, the broth, delicious, everything. Yeah, it had a soy marinated egg. I had not thought of marinating a hard-boiled egg in soy sauce, but I'm probably gonna do it from now on. Yeah, delicious dish, highly recommended. So to drink, I got something that I swear to God, if you're a Southerner, you will wonder why we didn't come up with this part first, and that is the Thai iced tea. Now back home, when I would go to this Thai restaurant that had awful service, but the food was really good, always order Thai iced tea. It's sweet tea that has like the sweet milk poured in, and like the milk sits, and the Thai tea is just this beautiful brown color, and you can stir it up, so it's all mixed up, or just drink it with like the milk on the top. Either way, delicious, fabulous. The Thai iced tea that I had, or I should say Thai tea, that I had at Morimoto Asia, same thing, absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious, very different. I would say make sure you order the Thai iced tea with whatever you order to eat at Morimoto Asia. Now, one of the things that I did not like about this restaurant is that the dessert menu is no, but keep in mind, Pan Asian restaurants aren't usually known for the desserts, unless it's a Thai restaurant. And there's usually these little like pillowy donuts. I call them donuts, but they're very pillowy, they're very light, and they have like this vanilla sauce on them. I was hoping to at least get something like that. They had something called like this Thai roll that had like vanilla, and they had 5-spice sugar in it. Okay, the 5-spice sugar did intrigue me, but overall the dessert didn't seem too enticing. So I skipped the desserts because, like I said, Gideon's is around the corner. So I had a virtual line reservation to pop into Gideon's after I was done at Morimoto Asia. So I do like the fact that this Pan Asian restaurant, the dishes gourmet quality. Nothing's like floating in grease or anything like that. The meals were very inventive, things that you can't get anywhere else. And even if you can, you can get ramen anywhere, but you couldn't get this gourmet type ramen, which is on another level and absolutely delicious. Like I said, it's not P.F. Chang's. It's really not. It's a different experience, especially if you like sushi. I'm not a fan of sushi, so I'm not even looking at that. However, the sushi that they had there, some of it I've never seen anywhere else. Especially with the type of fish that was available. So it's another plus. Again, it's a gourmet restaurant. It's not P.F. Chang's. One of the things that I loved about this restaurant, and it's so simple, chopsticks at the table. I didn't have to ask for chopsticks. I know it's probably not common in American restaurants. Chinese restaurants in America to by default provide chopsticks, but we're kind of getting to this point in society where if you're going to eat Asian food, if you know how to use chopsticks, that's very refined. You expect you expect to see them. So I was glad to see those chopsticks there because I know how to use chopsticks. I love chopsticks. That's why when I go to Epcot and I go to the Japan Pavilion, I'm usually buying a ton of lacquered chopsticks, because there's something to being able to eat with chopsticks that I absolutely love. And it's refined. And it's freaking classy. So by the time, I want to say my meal came to about, I want to say $55, including tip. Probably would have been closer to 60, but I had an AP discount of, I believe, 10%. So I used that. So for what I got, the price was not bad, considering it's gourmet cuisine. The quality was very good, so I was very pleased with what I received and did not mind how much I paid. My server, cast member, very attentive. It was a pleasure to give him 20%. Let's put it that way. So you're probably wondering if you should bring kids to Morimoto Asia. There is a children's menu that is there, but it also depends on if your kids want to sit in that particular environment or not. Some kids just are restaurant snobs, and they just love to go. They just love to go to restaurants. So, like I said, there's a kids menu there. Of course, items that kids recognize, but frankly, these days, Pan Asian food is not alien, to kids. They like noodles, they like pieces of meat they can stick their fingers in, So look at the menu ahead of time and decide, if this is something that your kids want to try. Now, Morimoto Asia does have like a street food section, which I think you kind of just like go up and order. I didn't go in that part. I went into the actual restaurant portion, which I was very happy to do. Probably another time I'll try street food, but I'd heard so much about Morimoto Asia that I wanted to go inside and experience the dining room. And dining room is great. Ambiance is great. Background music is basically the chill channel from Sirius XM, but very classy. So I would say definitely, if you are going to be dining at Disney Springs, definitely check out Morimoto Asia. You will, I'll say this, you won't be disappointed. You really won't. But skip dessert at Morimoto Asia and just go and get it from Gideon's Bakehouse. All right, folks, so with that said, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you got some value out of it, please do give it a thumbs up. And also, please do me the privilege of subscribing to my channel. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers on my lifestyle channel here by the end of the year. And when you do subscribe, please do hit that notification bell so you're notified when your girl goes live with new videos for you to enjoy. So with that said, folks, that's going to wrap it up for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.